So, since Halloween is almost close and it would be a perfect time to watch a horror film, but the question is, which one to watch? A monster film or an alien film? That's a very tough question. How about we compare that in this epic battle between monsters versus aliens? All right. Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. And for today, we'll be reviewing monsters versus aliens. Now, I wasn't really planning on doing this movie review, but I found this on Max, and I'm like, I remember watching that movie. Maybe I should check it again and do a movie review about it. So yeah, I decided to add it into my season 5 playlist, and yeah, it's very interesting to do it because this was like the movie of movies of me since 2009, and then I kind of stopped watching it around 2011. Don't really remember, but I used to watch that film a lot of times, and yeah, it brought me back some few memories of the time. Like I wanted to have a monsters versus aliens themed room, but yeah, other than that, and over the years, I kind of stopped watching it. But since I found this back and it brought me back some memories, that's another good reason why I decided to do a movie review on it. Yep. So anyway, before I continue off, it's a pretty underrated movie, and I rarely see a lot of people talk about this. So, if you haven't seen this yet, this may contain some spoilers. So, if you want to avoid them, or if you haven't checked it out yet, first pause me, and then go on ahead and check them out. Either you have it on DVD or it's on a streaming service. Whenever works for you, you can do that. And then when you're done watching the film, you can go on ahead and check out the film or this movie review. But if you're into spoilers and you're a leaker sneaker, go right on ahead, because I don't mind. Alright then. You guys ready? Alright then. Let's get started. Far out in outer space, a meteor containing a strange energy is setting course to Modesto, California, where the wedding of Susan Murphy and Derek Deal were about to be held. However, just as things were about to be good, Susan just got hit by the same meteor filled with that strange energy, and of which during the big time for the wedding, she started to grow to at least 50 feet high, and her hair is turning white, which nearly terrorized the civilians inside the wedding church. And it was so catastrophic that some kind of government called Area 50 something came in and took the supposed giant Susan away, in which, I'm going to stop talking like this, in which she woke up in this strange place. It's completely empty and has nothing but this giant table and some little tables, in which she meets the other prisoners of this supposed Area 50 something. Dr. Cockroach, PhD, a supposed scientist who was experimenting on cockroach DNA and did it on himself, which made him half human, half cockroach. The missing link, a half fish and half gorilla species from the Ice Age, and was defrosted out from 2,000 years ago. Well, not 2,000, maybe 20, I don't know. And this big blue blob with one eye that goes by Bob. and another prisoner, the pill bug that is the same size as Godzilla himself, the Insectosaurus. Man, talk about big. And she meets the head facility himself, General W.R. Warren Monger. He told her that since she's a supposed monster, she got the code name of Ginormica and was sent to live here indefinitely. Man, that's rough for her. However, there is something huge coming. Far out in outer space, an alien ship piloted by Galaxar on a deadly tyrant is out to claim that meteorite that crashed in Earth because the meteorite was filled with a special type of energy, which I kind of mentioned before, that he calls quantonium. And so he sets out to get it back by sending in a giant alien robot probe as size of Mechagodzilla himself. So, with that robot on a rampage, this gives Monger an idea for the monsters to fight that thing. And so, they send in all the monsters, well, except for Insectosaurus, who will appear eventually. However, comparing them with Ginormica's 50-foot height and her small companions, they were outmatched as the robot was charging after Susan because she has the quantonium, and the robot started terrorizing the whole San Francisco city. However, as they made it to the Golden Gate Bridge, Insectosaurus and her companions came in just in time as she was doing her best to keep off the robot. However, due to the lack of, their time at the prison, the monsters, except for Ginormica, were pretty lousy, and the robot's eye thing got the Insectosaurus hypnotized with the light. Yeah, you know how bugs are. But Susan, luckily enough, used the Golden Gate Bridge to help free herself from the robot's grasp and use part of the bridge to destroy the robot on herself. So she was strong enough to take on the robot. Although Susan may enjoyed it a little bit, she still wanted the life that she always wanted, to be with Derek and have a perfect life in Paris. But she is enjoying her new friendship with the missing link, Dr. Cockroach and Bob, including Insectosaurus. So, as part of her freedom, she decided to do one simple thing: to introduce her new friends to her family and her boyfriend that she was about to marry. However, he's not at work right now, so she went off to find him while all her friends were throwing a party, but her family were too afraid of them that they ran away for some reason. While Susan attempted to do a reunion thing with Derek and hope they would continue their life together and remove Susan's condition. However, Derek was too into his career too much that he ditched her. Man, talk about a total, jerk. While this broke Susan's heart, she started to grieve about it, and her friends as well, because even though when they saved the world, they're still treated the same, like monsters. However, Ginormica then realized something, and then she started to snap out of her trance, and this new form of Susan, or she now calls herself Ginormica, is on her own, that she is ready to take on anything, and she doesn't even need Derek. She did all that stuff to take on a giant alien robot on her own with a little help from her friends who gave her a lot of stuff that they did, and she decided to never go small again. However, as soon as she was about to accept her role as Ginormica, the alien ship came down and abducted her. The Insectosaurus attempted to save her with his little snuck rocket thing. However, Galaxar unleashed a cannon to kill Insectosaurus, which saddened Link. And then, as for Ginormica now, she was abducted and was about to be experimented on. Well, not experimented, but she was about to get her Quantonium extracted off. She was back to her normal size. Man, that sucked. However, Bob, Link, and Dr. Cockroach then decide to put away their asides from their inexperience from the prison and decide to go up to that alien ship and rescue Ginormica. And how are they going to do that? Well, as Galaxar was about to do an alien invasion, he was going to send in an army of clones to do it, which gave Bob the idea, since he doesn't really have a brain, to the area where they would get disguises to rescue Ginormica. However, thanks to Bob's idiocy and his brainlessness, they were caught before they were about to bring on their new plan to self-destruct that alien ship. But the guys never gave up as they raced off to the control center and found the mother box to shut down the whole thing and set this off to self-destruct. However, there was one problem. As the ship was about to explode, they tried to escape, but Ginormica only escaped while the three were stuck in there. However, Ginormica was not giving up, so she made an attempt to head off to the control center where Galaxar was to attempt his escape and threatened him to open the door, but couldn't because, self-destruct rules. However, Ginormica isn't about to give up, and she blasted the energy source from the escape pod, which was filled with Quantonium, and she got her size back, which she managed to use to help her friends escape. However, it wasn't enough because the ship was nearly getting destroyed, but there is a huge surprise. Monger saved them with Insectosaurus, who turns out to be alive and apparently a giant butterfly now. Pretty radical, huh? Yep. And then, kablam! The ship has exploded. And ever since then, the monsters were not just monsters, they became heroes as they saved the world from an alien invasion from outer space. They were so loved and really got the attention that Derek tried to get an exclusive interview with Ginormica. However, still the fact that Derek broke Susan's heart, Ginormica rejected by flicking him away, saying, "Goodbye, Derek." Even Bob, for no other reason, have rejected him for some kind of green jello. That's so weird. Well, anyway, their journey isn't over just yet. A giant irradiated mutant snail is started to roam around in Paris and will attack eventually. So, as Team Monsters are now ready to be heroes again, they head off to Paris to take on that giant snail. And that's it. Now, what do you guys think of that movie review? For me, it brought me back some few memories because, like I said, Monsters vs. Aliens was the movie of movies of me since 2009, and yeah, it was a pretty interesting movie that I enjoyed a lot growing up. I was like 8 years old when I watched this, and I used to love it. But then when I got older, I started to forgetting about it. But yeah, it's a very interesting movie. But there's also, of course, the Monsters vs. Aliens video game that shows the characters a little more experienced than the films. I've seen a lot of comment and on that saying that the games are a little bit better than the movies, and yeah, sort of like that. And don't forget, the name of Area 50 something actually came from Monsters vs. Aliens, the series. You know, the Nickelodeon series like Penguins of the Madagascar and Kung Fu Panda Legends of Awesomeness. It was the third film of the Nickelodeon slash DreamWorks films. So, yeah, it was a pretty interesting movie review to do. So, without further ado, I would give the movie at least a 6 out of 10. Well, you know what I mean, right? So, yeah. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out for some more awesome videos coming up. And don't forget to leave this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends. And comment down below if this is your favorite and who's your favorite Monsters vs. Alien character. Or are you Team Monster or are you Team Alien? That's an interesting question. So with that, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Hey, it's me, BDH, but I'm also known as the Brick Dragon Hero. That video was great, huh, Applex? You said it, BBJ. And if you want to see more of the Brick Dragon Hero videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. Follow Brick Dragon Hero on Instagram. Like for this video. Share this with your friends.
And comment down below what you think of that video.
And don't forget to check out the last video. So thanks for watching and have a brick day. Whoosh.